Thank you for being here. My name is Dion. I call this the Crazy Troll Nation, and we won't go into why, except to say two things I think you need to know about me. Sometimes I do use foul language because I do use foul language sometimes. Another thing is there's this organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I do try to be aware of it to say excuse me. Okay, those are the two things, the two housekeeping things to be aware of. So this video, we're going to talk about watch time versus views versus average duration of watch time. They are three different things. And there's also something called click-through rate. Yeah, so if you do content, if you poke around in your analytics, you will see what all of these things are. And if you don't do content, this may be informational to you and you'll be like, wow, like it's a whole lot of little things that go on. Yes, it really is. And so watch time is accumulated per video and also per 28 days, per 6 months, per year, depending on what range you set your analytics to check back on. But watch time is self-explanatory. It is the amount of time that your video is watched. That's different than views. Like say, okay, most of my videos, let's just say, are 50 minutes long. Okay, so if 10 people watch the entire video, that will be 50 hours of watch time. But we know that some people do skip through videos, or if there's timestamps, they'll click to the part they want to see, and that's absolutely fine. And it does affect, though, your overall watch time. And as far as views, the views are how many people click on your video. It doesn't mean that they all stayed or that they watched the entire video. So that is not what that means. Average duration of time is, say I have 10 people that click on a 50-minute video, and some watch all 50 minutes, some might watch 3 minutes, some may watch 20 minutes. That time gets averaged, and so that's the average watch time. And so when you're looking at your analytics and you're thinking, okay, why have 100 views but I have an average watch time of like 28 minutes, it's like, it doesn't seem to make sense, but it does, because it averages out the amount of time that each viewer is either watching or at least playing your video, because YouTube doesn't know if we click on a video and then walk away. They count it as watch hours. They don't know if we're sitting there. And so it can be confusing, because it's like, well, how do I have all these views but the watch time is low? And then when you look at the average watch time, some of my videos, and this is across the board, and I heard Luvs mention it once, and I'm like, oh, so it's not just us regular people. And she has a large channel. You're probably familiar with her. And I remember a while ago she talked about how one of her videos, a certain segment of that video had like 55% average watch time. And she said that has never happened before. And I'm like, but wait a minute, her channel is huge. She gets a lot of views. And so to hear her say the 55% average watch time, or the average watch time being 55, that was eye-opening to me. And it let me know it's not just us smaller channels or us who are newer to doing content. It is across the board. And so it taught me that seldom does anyone have 100% average watch time, because again, everyone doesn't watch every video. Those who do, if you have your favorite content creators and you do watch every video that they do, or you at least run it from beginning to end, that helps average out the numbers between those who don't do that thing. And so it is very much appreciated. I'm sure I can speak for all content creators, because we do hope people will watch and enjoy our content. And so watch time is how much time the video is watched. Views are how many times your video is clicked on. It doesn't mean that they stay. It doesn't mean that they watch the whole thing. It's just how many times has this been clicked on. And we have average duration of view. What is the average time that that particular video has been viewed? And then there's something called CTR, click-through rate. And the analytics do a percentage on that as well. And the click-through rate is, what's the percentage of time that this one video is clicked in comparison to my other videos? Okay, so you see how everything has something to do with everything else. And so the click-through rate, maybe 25%, and it'll have an arrow whether it's higher or lower than your average click-through rate. And again, it compares it to your other videos. And so even if the click-through rate seems low, if it says 10% click-through rate, 30%, you're thinking that is really low, but in comparison to your other videos, it may be high. And so if you have any questions, leave them below. Like, I know this is a lot of intricate stuff, and it's just like, why does this matter? For those trying to become monetized, watch hours matter, because you need 4,000 watch hours, you need 1,000 subscribers, and for shorts it's different. And so watch time does matter. And even once you are monetized, it does play a role into what you're earning from your videos from AdSense, because it is based on how long the ads are being watched. There is a thing where you can watch a video, an ad comes up, and a pop-up will come up and say skip video, and then you can not skip video, excuse me, skip the ad, and you can skip the ad. If you skip the ad fairly soon, that content creator will not make any money off of that ad. And I forget what percentage it is, or what amount of time, and for some reason I want to say like 8 seconds, but I'm not sure. And so what I've done in the past is I've asked my subscribers, if at all possible, because ads started to get on my nerves, and so I paid for premium, and it's $139.99 a year, which comes out to $11.66 per month. And so doing the math per month, okay, I'll pay $12 a month to not see ads. And if you have YouTube Premium and you're not seeing ads, the content creator still gets a percentage of the ads that they would have seen. And so try not to think, oh my gosh, I have to not do premium because I have to run the ads. No, the content creator still gets a percentage of what you pay for premium towards their AdSense views. And so what I have asked is, if at all possible, and if it doesn't really annoy you, to watch at least 20 seconds of an ad before you skip it, because we do get paid according to a certain amount of time an ad is viewed. And again, I don't know exactly what the time frame is, but I do know if you click it to skip, as soon as that pops up, the content creator will not earn anything from that ad. So that's a tidbit for that. So if there's times when, like, personally, I watch videos and I'm sleepy or I'm multitasking, and if it's something that I really want to see, I'll just let it play even though I'm not watching it, and then I'll watch it again later to actually sit and watch it, and then I'll go back in and I'll comment, because I do have a habit of watching YouTube on my TV, and you can't comment from the TV, so I have to remind myself to go back into my history for that day or the last 2 days and comment on those videos. But if you're able to just watch the person's video, and you do have to really enjoy their content, because if you don't, I think you're more likely to skip around. Or if you don't want to see the tutorial part of the video, which is most of my videos, some people do just skip to the end because they just want to see the finished look, and I do understand that. And so whatever you're comfortable with doing, but do keep in mind though, if you do want to further support your favorite content creators, then it is important to at least play their videos. Commenting and all of that helps, and that's not this video. But as far as watch time, as far as the number of views, and as far as the average watch time and the click-through rate, it's a lot of little tidbits of stuff that go into the behind the scenes on what happens with our videos. And so let me know your thoughts on this. If you do content, let me know if any of this is new information to you. And when I first started paying attention to the analytics, I can only look at it maybe like 4 minutes at a time, because it was just so much information, like so many little details, and I would just get like brain fatigued, like, okay, I need to just stop looking at this right now, because then it was confusing because it was new to me. But then after a while, it started to make sense. And so let me know if this was useful to you. Let me know if this was interesting to you. And I do appreciate you being here. Feel free to share this video with those who you think would enjoy it, or on your community tab if you do content. And let me know what your thoughts below are about the overall numbers, because average view time versus watch time, the click-through rate percentage might be 10%, and it might say it's the same as the majority of your other videos, and you'll be like, 10%, like what the hell is that? But because we do want people to watch all of our videos, and the reality is everyone doesn't, not from everyone that they're subscribed to anyway, because people like me, we have a video go up like almost every day, and I don't expect anyone to keep up with that. But when they have time and they want to circle back, you know, at least my videos are here. So that's going to be it for this video. I don't think that I'm forgetting anything. I do hope that I explain things well, because it is a lot of little details, and I know sometimes I go off on little tangents and things, but I do appreciate each and every one of you. And stuff is popping up over here for you to watch, and so if you have time to hang out, go ahead and hang out and watch more videos. And if not, I always have content here for you to come back to. Make sure you subscribe if you keep coming back, or if you enjoyed this video, and also thumbs up and all of that good stuff. And so thank you for being here. You will see me soon.